This is Voice
of
Mira.
This is Voice of Mira.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Share Your Story podcast. Today we have Hilola as a guest, and Hilola, thank you for coming here, and please introduce yourself.
Hello, Shabab. My name is Hilola. I'm from Uzbekistan and I'm a PhD student here in Budapest, in Hungary.
Oh. And how long have you been in Hungary?
Well, this is my first year, precisely 10 months, because I came to Hungary in September.
Oh, I thought you came here way before than that.
No, in September. It's my 10th month.
Oh, so when did you start your PhD then?
I started my PhD in September. So I'm a first year PhD student here.
Okay, and what do you study?
My major is applied linguistics and English language pedagogy, and my research interest is conversation analysis. So it's all about English language and linguistics.
And how do you think is the education here?
My university is Activism University, one of the oldest and prestigious universities in Hungary. So I would say here the level, the quality of higher education is quite good. I think, and it depends also on the students themselves. If they are hardworking, then they can have many opportunities, of course.
And how was the application process? Did you come here easily, or there was like obstacles?
Well, I'm a Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship holder. So this is the scholarship which is provided and financially supported by Hungarian government. Well, I have heard about this scholarship 2 years ago, and in my first attempt, unfortunately, I couldn't manage because it was the deadline. I couldn't fill in the application form because it was the last day. And then in my second attempt, it was so smooth. I just applied and filled in the application form, as well as I had my acceptance letter. I received it on time. On PhD level, the acceptance letter by your university and by your supervisor is the most important thing. And for this reason, in my first year I couldn't, but in the second year, in my second attempt, so I had every document were ready before the deadline. So after this application process, I was accepted, and then I had an interview with my university committee and then professors. The interview lasted for 1 hour, 60 minutes or something like this. And then, it was very well. At the end of the interview, the results were proclaimed and announced that I was accepted. And I was like, oh wow, to be honest, I didn't expect to know the results afterwards. Immediately at the end of the interview. So it was a little bit surprise for me. To be honest, it was very easy and smooth process. Usually getting scholarship and then the university stuff. Such kind of things. It takes a lot of time usually, but with Hungary, it was like so smooth and so easy for me, and it was like surprise because afterwards you will have the visa process, just before coming here, and this process also was so quick. Surprisingly quick, kind of shocking for me, and I was like, oh wow, I feel like Hungary is already welcoming me before my visit, so it was so easy for me. I think I'm a lucky person.
And did you apply for the other countries as well? Like, why did you choose Hungary out of all the countries?
I had also, of course, plan A. before coming here, I lived in the UK, United Kingdom, before COVID for some time, and I was a visiting scholar in England, and of course I tried to apply for PhD degrees, to obtain PhD degree in British universities. But the thing is, unfortunately, I couldn't receive my acceptance letter on time, and because of this, I couldn't apply for financial support. And without financial support, living and studying in the UK is a little bit problematic. Let's say a little bit expensive.
Way too expensive. I also checked it.
Yeah, and then for this reason, I was like, okay. And at the same time, I got my acceptance letter, visa, everything from Hungary. So this dual process happened, and then I chose Hungary. And yeah, this is the main reason.
I will ask one question, but I will keep that to last
Okay.
because it was like a finish line. And what was your first impression? And like any interesting stories or cultural shocks when you came first in Hungary?
Well, before coming to Hungary for my visit, I googled and did my research. I did my home task very well. I started learning Hungarian language with the help of Duolingo, and then I started learning and exploring culture by reading daily news about Hungarian life and asking, but still, I had shocking kind of experiences. For example, in the first week, I thought everyone knows English in Hungary, but unfortunately, not everyone knows English. Well, it is Hungary, of course. I mean, it's not their first language, so it is natural that they do prefer and they do speak in their own language. I understand this, but still, I thought maybe there are a lot of people know English. It was my first thought, and then I realized that it's not only the case with Hungary, but with other European countries. For example, if you go to Italy, then of course they're speaking Italian language in their own language, not English. So yeah, it's okay. I mean, the younger generation, of course, they know English, but older generation, no, unfortunately. So it was kind of culture shock for me. Yeah.
But was it something big or bad for you to integrate into the country?
Well, the negative thing, I mean, it takes time, to understand new people, to understand the culture. I mean, new and familiar culture, but I cannot remember right now that something negative, something bad happened with me. I'm quite a positive person. Maybe I didn't pay attention. So yeah.
And what are the differences between your country and Hungary?
Wow.
Are you happy to
I
be?
think there are no differences. I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm still living in my own country because there's so many similarities. Yeah, I mean, from the outside, from the shell, from the cover, you think they're two totally different countries, but no, we have got. I mean, we all are human beings, and we all have the basic needs and wishes, and they're so similar. For example, in Uzbekistan, we are family-oriented people. I mean, our culture, and in Hungary also. And I was like, oh wow, because I didn't think that in Europe people are so family-oriented, especially fathers. It was kind of shocking for me, but positive, shocking news. Yeah, I mean, I usually see fathers, daddies, with their kids. It's something unexpected for me. And well, in Uzbekistan also, of course, fathers are very kind and they love their kids, but unfortunately they don't have always time to spend together with their kids. Usually mothers spend time with their kids. And when I see that here in Budapest, in Hungary, fathers are spending quality time with their kids, it was like, oh wow, it's kind of a little bit different thing and unexpected, and as well as that I like so much. Yeah, I respect for this reason Hungarian fathers so much. So it's kind of difference. but at the same time similarities, because it's all about family here and in my country also. So yeah.
I never paid attention to fathers and kids. I never.
I always see on the street the fathers with their kids, with small kids, and I was like, oh wow. Yeah.
Interesting. And did something change with you after you came? Like, how did Budapest change you? Are there any influences like bad or good? I don't know.
I think living in a foreign country and integrating, I mean, living with with other people from different parts of the world, not only Hungarians but the international people. Of course, it kind of affects on your outlook. It kind of broadens your horizon. It widens your outlook. But I don't think that Budapest changed me or I changed Budapest. I mean, it depends on the individual. If you're not mature enough, I mean, if you don't have high self-awareness before coming and living in a foreign country, then yeah, the new culture, let's say, may affect you, maybe in a negative way even, you know. But when you have your own set of values or beliefs, and when you have high self-awareness, when you have all of this strong personality, I guess it's really difficult to be influenced by new culture. I mean, in a negative way, but it can affect you in a positive way. For example, I started cooking at home, so usually in my own country I didn't have time to cook. So yeah, but here I always have my breakfast, so it's kind of positive influence. Yeah. And what else? And also living in a foreign country, I think it makes you more open, and more tolerant towards other people. You try to understand them, because you know there is always difference between you and another person in terms of language and culture. So you try to be more patient, I guess. If I was at home, then I wouldn't be patient with people like this. Nowadays, I try to understand. I try not to take everything personally, because there is different cultures, so people behave in a different way, and it's not because of me, but because of their own culture. So yeah, I think I become more tolerant, more open, and more curious as well. Yeah, I was, and I am a so curious person. So yeah, this is I guess maybe the impacts. Yeah.
That's nice. I think it's more like understanding the other cultures. It was the same for me as well. When I first came, I took it very personally and felt very bad that people behaving towards me like that. Like, then my friends said they don't take it personally, it's their culture, they are like that. So then I accepted it.
Yeah.
It's the same. And I think you liked studying in Budapest. Like, so are there anything you want to say or advise to people who would like to come to Budapest for studying? Or would you recommend people to study here?
Okay, if there are applicants who would like to study in Budapest in Hungary, I would advise them to do their home task very well. I mean, to do their research very well, and I mean, it is very important planning process. I mean, planning beforehand, because moving to another country and studying at the university, starting your career. So starting at the university, it is kind of, for me, it's kind of starting your career. So this process is very important in every person's life, and that's why I guess they have to do research very well, and they should know their own purpose first, and they should of course do research about other countries and other opportunities, and then they have to compare which one is more suitable for them, because people are different. Something may be okay for you in Hungary, but for example, I don't know, if you have different purposes, then Hungary may not be a good choice for you. So it's up to you and your major and your purpose. And also, if you would like to study in Hungary, then it's maybe better to choose capital city. Yes, and I mean, well, there are other cities in Hungary like Debrecen, Zagat, and in these cities also there are very good universities, and a lot of my friends they study at these universities. But just do your research and then try to choose capital city, because usual capital cities can give you more opportunities, because while studying you may, or after studying you may want to work, you want to practice your skills and improve your skills, and for this reason you need job, and the usual capital cities can offer you more vacancies or opportunities. So yeah,
That's a nice advice. And what is your plans like after studying? Would you like to stay in Hungary or live? Like, what is your purpose?
well, to be honest, I don't know what happens after 1 month, but yeah, hopefully after 4 years, I will get my PhD degree, and then, to be honest, I don't know what happens, but according to the regulations, I should come back to my home country and then foster the relationship between my country, Uzbekistan, and Hungary, and as well as work, but I think yeah, we will see. Yeah, I cannot tell the future right now, but yeah, we'll see.
By the way, are you working alongside studying or you are just studying?
Nowadays I'm trying to focus on only studying. Yeah, because I have got a lot of assignments.
I understand. And now let's go and talk about a little bit social life. And
Okay.
how was your social life? Like, was it hard for you to find friends?
Well, I think it depends on the person and on individual person and their personality, I guess. Again, if you're open and friendly, it's easy for you to make friends in any country. It doesn't matter where you are. And for me, yeah, at first it was like a little bit, how to say, unhappy because I couldn't find, let's say, my own community, or I couldn't feel the sense of belonging. Well, there are some people, of course, from my country, but they are all busy with their studies, with their work, so it's really difficult to find time and to spend quality time with them. And for this reason I was like a little bit lonely at first, but I do socialize a lot. I go different kind of events and I'm open with friends and I get on well with everyone. That's why nowadays I have got my own community. Let's say, for example, I'm a DOS ambassador of Uzbekistan, so we have got DOS organization, and there I have got a lot of friends. They are PhD students and they are representative of their countries. So we have got the same, outside the purpose, same background, similar background, similar level or similar interests. So this is my community and I feel kind of belonging. And also we have got embassy. After coming here, I met a lot of Uzbek students, so our embassy organized different kind of events, and when of course I go and then participate in them, and I feel this community vibe in that events, and also outside university. So I have got this community, Uzbek community, a little bit small, but still we have, and I have got the Hungarian friends even. So yeah, I think it depends on people, a person. If you are open and friendly, then you can make friends easily.
Yeah, you seem very social and friendly though. Like, are you probably extrovert?
Yes,
Right?
I am an extrovert person.
For example, I'm an introvert, so it's hard for me to find make friends. But didn't you look for international friends? I think you only got gone for the Uzbekistan community, not the others.
No, I mean I like the participating in international events usually because you meet different people and it's always interesting. So yeah, maybe I have got more international friends than Uzbek here in Budapest. Yeah, I guess I have got more international friends, and it is interesting. Yeah.
There are a lot of international people, so it's hard for finding the same community all the time. I mean, for example, I don't have much relationship with Turkish ones. I don't meet Turkish people, and I don't make any effort to meet Turkish people because I want to meet international people more. So,
I see.
yeah, and how is your relationship with the locals?
Locals. Okay, the Hungarians. Well, I have got 2 Hungarian group mates. These are nice girls. Yeah. Maybe we're not so close, but they're real nice. And my professors are Hungarian. And when I worked, I had to work actually as a part-time job when I had free time, and at that time I had encountered a lot of Hungarian people, and I saw them. Yeah, at first I was like, oh, they're so close people, these Hungarians, they don't speak too much, but I talk with everyone, and afterwards, after some time, they see that you are so open and you're so friendly and you're not so dangerous person. Then they also open up and then they talk with you. So you just get on well with them after some time. Yeah, after they know you, they will just open up and then you can have really good relationship. I mean, friendship with them. So yeah, I really have good. I would say the communication with them. Yeah, I think it's not a problem. Yeah, they're quite nice.
I think you have a good time and positive opinions about Hungary overall.
Yeah, nowadays, yes, because I guess I get used to live in Hungary. At first, of course, everyone will have mixed feelings, but I did also these mixed feelings, I did very high expectations, disappointment, kind of loneliness, so these mixed feelings, and then after time passes a little bit, you will have friends, you learn and explore a little bit, and then you will have kind of positive attitude. Nowadays, I think Hungary is quite good to live in. Yeah.
That's interesting. Complain about it, that it's going to worse and stuff.
Yeah, it would be worse than this. So I'm happy now it's not so bad. I mean, it's becoming better and better.
That's nice. You are grateful.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, it was a very nice conversation. I enjoyed it.
Thank you so much.
And this is the end of the interview, unfortunately, because it was going very good and you spoke really well. And thank you for your opinions, thoughts, and thank you for coming here. And this
Thank
is
you
it.
for inviting me.
You're welcome.
I hope our interview will be beneficial for people who listen to this.
Yeah, I hope more people maybe can come here without having any doubts. So thank you for listening, everyone, and see you next time. Sziastok!